the fuck up, man. Mm. Dudes is wild. Just fucking wild. First and foremost, for a person to say that they're sovereign, and I don't give a fuck what circumstances it is. If you sovereign, you're supposed to be able to, or supposed to know how to handle your own affairs on all levels. That's first and foremost. So if I'm telling you I'm sovereign, but I got the PD on my side as standby counsel or any fucking counsel, I'm within their jurisdiction. So you can't be sovereign and have, like, come on, man. Oh, there's no evidence. You don't have no evidence to that. Where's your evidence at? These niggas really want my paperwork. This shit crazy. And then they try to blame it on, oh yeah, you're not big enough. I don't even know who you are. Think I give a fuck about that shit? You really think I care about YouTube or any social media at all? I don't do this on my Facebook, Instagram. I'm barely on either one of them. I'm barely on this motherfucker. I'm really in real life doing this shit. I'm not riding around trying to get videos to get clipped up and everybody and try to go viral. I'm not here for that. Y'all don't see me doing none of that shit. And I'm not gonna start today for some fucking views or subscribers. The people that come to me are the real ones. The ones that know I showed enough proof. I can articulate it very, very well. But not just that. Here's the proof to show you that I know what I'm talking about. I say I'm a minister. Oh, anybody can make those paperworks and document. No, they can't. You can't create something from another company and it not just be, or it just get looked over. Like if I work or if I own Walmart and somebody's plagiarizing my shit, they're going to jail for fraud and whatever else. Like, so companies, no. So if you if you get an art ordination as a minister, that's coming from a place. It's not just coming from out of your pocket and you saying, oh, well, yeah, I'm a minister now. Or oh, yeah, I'm a judge now. I can do what I want. Will you be mad at me? Who? Will you be mad at me? I know who you are, cousin. But, yeah, it's funny as hell, but I like it. It's it's mind blowing that somebody says, "Oh, you not worth nothing. You don't nobody worry about that shit." All right, cool. Send me your information. Send me everything so I can make sure and I can dissect it. And huh? You want my transcripts? You want the police report? You want my responses? So basically, you trying to take my information to make it yourself or make it into what you want to make it into. I may or not have sold your parents. Yeah, I don't even play like that, bro. Weird as shit. But anyway, yeah, it's just sad how a person can get a little recognition and think that they famous or they're somebody because of fucking YouTube. I would never get like that on y'all. Two people would be there on Saturday. Good luck. Come to my crib, you getting shot in your face, pussy. Fuck is you talking about? There's no trespassing signs. That goes very, very far. And it starts at the road. So if you get to that second to last one, just know that we gave you enough warning. That's all that is. Oh, we got the trolls up at night. That's cool. Whoever it is, just know, better have a motherfucking Kevlar vest and a beanie. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. So you got these people that swear that they know everything and want to know everything, but they get the information off the little people, what they say, what they call us. He couldn't negate. He don't even know what federal preemption is. Like that's the worst part. He didn't even know what federal preemption is, and then said, "Oh, I don't know what that is. That's not what I stand for." But you always talking about the Constitution and being sovereign. But you're always utilizing Supreme Court rulings. Federal preemption is where a federal law and a state law conflict with each other. And the federal law supersedes the state law, dickhead. So why the fuck would you say that's not your stance? Because you don't know it. And I get it. It's all right. You'll be all right one day. Oh, shit. Better hope your day stays in burn laws. Ain't nobody shooting me over nothing, bro. Everybody know I come with peace. But if you bring it to me, then that's what you receive back. That's all that is. And it is what it is. But yeah, man, he said, dude, what the fuck? First stream I get on and some shit like that comes up in the chat. Hey, man, you gotta love the chat, man. That's all I can say. I don't even really pay attention to him. For real, for real. And I'm usually on my camera, but, man, I'm so burnt out. I'm supposed to be doing this debate. The guy, Taquan X, he wanted to, because I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Like, I'm direct. I don't do indirect or subliminal messages. Like, if I got something to say to you, I'm going to say it to you. So we was on the phone about an hour ago, for about an hour. Let me correct myself. Really didn't even feel like talking, for real, for real. It's 11 o'clock at night. He trying to do a debate in his Telegram group on his time with his rules. The fuck I look like? Boo boo, like, come on, cousin. No, if anything, we'll go somewhere neutral, because I know people. You don't need to come on my platform. I'm damn sure not going to be on yours. So we can go somewhere mutual, where there's no biasness nowhere on either side, and we debate. He's talking about, oh, well, if you want to debate me, you got to send me your paperwork, and I got to send you mine, and we cross-examine it. Cross-examine what? I'm not debating about your paperwork. I don't give a fuck about your paperwork. Okay, I see you got it dismissed. Oh, I'm sorry, acquitted. The public defender's office helped you get that acquittal. Cool. I got my own dismissal. Or, excuse me, null pros, which is a dismissal by the state. Can't do what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So if the court dismisses it, it's a court dismissal. If the Attorney General's office dismisses it, it's called a null prosequi. Simple as that. In a few of the cases I had, at arraignment, it was dismissed for shown proof. I didn't have to argue anything. Did I put something on the record? Yeah, I put an affidavit on the record. And guess what happened? The next thing I know, it was being dismissed. Whoop-de-doo. Like, give a fuck about your gun charge. I don't care about that. Just like I don't give a fuck about the possession charge that I had 4 or 5 years ago. It's over and done with. You think I'm gonna be sitting here trying to get a new charge? Like I'm not that's not my main focus. You were talking about right to travel. You don't know concept. You don't know federal law. You don't even know federal preemption. So if I never said federal preemption, now he's gonna probably be on one of his videos talking about federal preemption. So if I'd have gave him my paperwork, everything that's in my paperwork, he'd have been talking about. Like, come on, man. You gotta do better for yourself. Don't try to tell me I need to ride around, basically clickbait. Try to ride around getting videos of officers pulling you over so you can just pull off. That happened to me 1,001 times. And the cases show that exact thing happening. So what the fuck do I need to do a video of me getting pulled over just to put it on YouTube to get more views? I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't need this shit. Like, I don't need 1,000,001 subscribers in order to live my life. I've been living since I've been living. The fuck? People get a little material and think that they better than somebody. Like, oh, how you living? Let me show you my crib. You got that on false pretense. And that shit could be taken at any moment. You're probably not even paying on your mortgage. You feel me? Like stupid little dumb shit. I don't need to legally know how to rob a bank because I'm my own bank. I fund myself. I know how to do certain things that you don't even know how to comprehend. But that's fine. That's fine. I wanted to do the debate, but I guess because I didn't show him my paperwork, he said he didn't want to do it. But showing you and coming online and showing the people and you at the same time, what's the difference? Oh, because I'm not actually giving you not a physical copy, of course, but I'm not giving you the visual copy that you want to be able to take and make and create your own. And now you can do it this way and you can do it that way. I wouldn't even call it a debate. I was just going to basically say, you feel me? It's more than one way to skin a cat. You have here somebody that calls themselves sovereign and who had got a felony gun case and utilizes the public defender's office. Cool. Then you got somebody on the other side that doesn't call herself nothing, just a man, regular motherfucker, and in propria persona, sui juris, he won the case for a name that ain't even his because it's his estate, and the proof was shown for all that. So it confuses me how, if the reason for the case being dismissed isn't enough evidence, how the fuck can the paperwork that I put in be enough evidence? Make it make sense. If I got pulled over today, and then tomorrow the case began, and then tomorrow the case ended, the only thing that I need to show is the case ending and how it ended. What does it matter that I went to court at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and that's the time where they have jurisdiction and you grant jurisdiction if you just, like, come on, cousin. Now, to just go into the court pro se, yes, you're granting jurisdiction as a thing. You are a thing. But you don't even know court terms, so I'm not going to even get into all that. Like, see, that's the little shit that I was trying to explain to him. You talking about paperwork. I'm talking about intelligence. Paperwork don't mean shit if you can't articulate it. I can sit here and have the best affidavit in the world. And the judge can say, well, damn, it's out of all the people I've ever seen come into this court, your affidavit is the best. But if I can't articulate that shit in court, they'll understand that it wasn't me that wrote it. I'm not the actual, owner of the paperwork. So they'll see that and they'll automatically know, all right, motherfucker, what we talking about? Let's get him out of here. It is what it is. Shit like that. I don't focus on what other people do in their personal life. That shit don't get me nowhere. What I do focus on is the information that you're giving out. If it's false, if it's wrong, that's just the type of person I am. I don't give a fuck what it is. On a lot of different videos, I'm on a lot of people's pages. The two lawyer brother bulls, fucking all the First Amendment auditors. I'm on everybody's page commenting and correcting people on what they're saying. And only a select few ignore it. Only a select few respond to it and say, you know what, I appreciate that, man. Next time I say something out of pocket, just let me know again. I appreciate you, looking out. This motherfucker gonna say I was trolling him. Like, bro, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't got time to be fucking trolling, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I've been myself before the cameras was even put on me. I've been doing this in real life. People congratulate me daily when I walk into that courtroom. The Capitol Police know me. Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Like, come on, man. They respect me. It wasn't like that in the beginning, because I was always combative, going back and forth with them and shit. And then I slowed down and I learned law. And it was like, let me utilize that. And once I started doing that, being more docile, you feel me, and slowing down my speech, because I get flustered and my anxiety rises when I talk too fast. So I put a lot of different tools into it and came out with what I am now, the product that you hear right now. Like, yeah, I'm still talking freely, of course. That's 24/7. I'm going to always speak my mind on how I feel, the exact way on how I'm feeling it. I might not always articulate some things well, and then other times I articulate it very well. It is what it is. I'm flawed just like you are. But what we're not going to do is try to downplay or deny the shit that I do on a daily basis. Like, come on, cuz like you can't take your will and go from motherfucking Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., because you'll get pulled over. And the court case that you had from that state, since you didn't go, they got warrants out for your goofy ass. So they going to come get you. Or they just going to attack your estate. But, oh, we ain't worrying about that. No, I'm still going to show myself unapproved. Like, these motherfuckers don't understand everything is based off of performance. A lot of this shit is based off performance. And if you don't perform, you don't get the golden ticket at the end. You don't get the prize if you're not performing. And performance comes with the words that come out of your motherfucking mouth. Oh, yeah, you can do this and do that at the same time. You can have a public defender and be sovereign at the same time. Yeah, you can. Oh, okay. Cool. As long as that court is a court of multiple jurisdictions, then yeah, all day. Superior court's usually the ones that hold that jurisdiction. So if you know how to change the jurisdiction, then that's easy. Whoa. But I ain't never plead to no know nothing. While in this movement, if you see something prior to that, then yeah, it is what it is. The paperwork ain't gonna lie. Shit, and I ain't gonna lie about it either, because it's public information. There's no need for me to try to make myself look bigger than who I am, because I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Let me take that back. I don't give a fuck about what people think about me, or only because I got a certain amount of followers or subscribers. That's irrelevant, because everybody starts at some point and then it grows to another point. But then you also have to put that effort, energy, time, and everything into what you want it to be. So being so that I don't really care, as you see, I'm not trying to be on video because I'm burnt out for real, for real. I don't want to show my facial expressions. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if you can't, so you are a legally sovereign person from the country. I'm sovereign, yes. And sovereign only means that I'm not a part of the statutory codes and things like that. I am not above the law. I don't act above the law. I'm just in my own corner doing my own thing, under my own laws, rules, regulations, codes, and everything that, goes underneath the common law. When it comes to sovereignty, it's strictly just about knowing who you are, how to move, what to do, and what not to do. Like, I don't just try to, go at the police, or when I go into court, I'm not spewing all that frivolous shit you hear on YouTube. I'm not doing all of that. I ask questions. As king, you ask questions, and you just continue to, grow with knowledge. And that's all I've done since I've learned this. I came home in 2018 from a state bid, and I had a interstate compact to come back down to Delaware from Philadelphia. So, I was on parole at the time. So, me doing a 3 to 6, being home for 2 years, and getting those charges when I wasn't doing anything. I literally was at the fucking mall, me and my girl at the mall, and they ran up in her house, not mine, her house, looking for someone else. Wasn't me. They knew that. Continued to move on. And it took them 4 years to get it right. But within that 4 years, I've learned a lot. And excuse me, I would say, yeah, from 2018, 2017, really. But yeah, I would say I've been sovereign since 2021. Once I got out there, out off of their custody, I was able to go straight into doing whatever I needed to do to get myself out of that system, and I did it. And as well, I can't say as you see, but there will be, people, and even in this space, still calling me by my quote unquote legal name. Fair enough. Only other question I have is to do with the vehicles you have. No, I believe it's every 2 years. So with mine right now, I got mine done in 2023. So mine has to be done this year. Well, actually, I think mine already passed, but it's a USDOT, which I don't know what state you're in, but usually it's under the motor vehicle code. So, for example, here in Delaware, there's the motor vehicle code is Title 21. So I looked up Title 21 of the motor vehicle code and I sat there and I read it word for word about 10 or 15 times over probably a 3 day period, maybe even 2 days. And I just circled specific things that pertain to me. And I found out that the state in every state has already adhered to the FMCSA regulations because federal preemption is involved. So where you have a state code, which is the motor vehicle code, and then you have a FMCSA regulation, which is a federal code, those two conflict each other because you have one person assuming that you're in commerce, but you have the documents to prove that you're not, as long as it says that you're not. Now, if it says for hire, then I can't help you. But if it's private property, what is it? Private property, non-business motor carrier. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. It's crazy I don't know this. But it's private passenger, non-business. So once you have that, that's literally evidence that you are not in commerce. The business is not in commerce. That's first and foremost. It's not in your name. So there's nothing for you to you can't be held accountable for something that somebody else has. It's just straight up and down. You are allowed to use it though. There's legal terms for that as well. But yeah, it's just literally, and the registration is free. Like the registration is free. So if you need help, I don't know if you have one, but if you need help with, obtaining the correct one, just let me know. But as far as I remember, because I just remember doing somebody else's not too long ago, it's still free because it's not for commerce. They can't make you pay for something that you're not paying into. You're not putting anything into it, so there's nothing for you to pay out of it. If it's free, I get it free. The application is free. The application meant you had to apply for it, which means it was either a yes or a no. If you got a no, then there's nothing to do. There's nothing to say. But since you got a yes, Supreme Court ruling, Shapiro versus, this, that, and the third. I can't even think of all the different fucking Supreme Court rulings, but all the different Supreme Court rulings that show the right to travel. And they all are different and they're specified. You just have to know which ones to get because all of them aren't still recognized or they aren't still they're outdated basically. But yeah, just curious, big rig. I'll have to see what Illinois motor vehicle is. Something new every day. Just curious, big rig mechanic here. Oh yeah, for sure. Now with the big rig, if it's your company and you're not doing any loads or anything for anyone else's company, then it's still you're doing it for commerce, but at the same time you're not doing it for the the furtherance of their, what is it called? You're not trying to further the enterprise pretty much. So like if I was, behind the 18-wheeler for Amazon, Amazon has their USDOT number. They'll also have to have a state plate because they're doing business in that state. It wouldn't be intrastate, it would still be interstate because Amazon is in different states. But they would have to pay a specific amount. Now, when it comes to me, for example, I can put, I use general freight, household goods, lumber, anything and everything that I can literally put on there. Cows, like livestock, mobile homes, anything that's allowed on there. Like you just can't have like um what is it called? Hazardous material, probably depending on, the circumstance. But yeah, for the most part, as long as when you filling out the application and you're doing it a specific way, it'll come out the way you want it. The only way it won't even let you continue if you're trying to go for the right to travel, but you click on something that you weren't supposed to. You would have to literally go back, change the answer before you're able to click on next. So that's kind of like a nice way that they try to help you, you know, understand it a little bit better. But federal preemption goes across the board for every state. Yeah, I would just advise you look up. I would just look up federal regulations or FMCSA regulations for Illinois, and then it should pop up. Boom. You know what I mean? It should have whatever title the motor vehicle code is. But I do know that the FMCSA is the only entity that regulates interstate commerce. It's the only one. So every DOT that's in every single state is underneath the FMCSA, because as the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, they have to be stationed in each state respectively. So, I mean, that's just a little bit, man. And again, I haven't shown anything right now, but just based off of that little time we had just now, you can hear it in my voice. You can see that I know what I'm talking about. I don't have to show this pretend guru or whoever the fuck you think he is my paperwork in order for it to be valid. Like, I don't know what the fuck these niggas think they are, man. Shit, wow. But I gotta get up in 4 hours. Supposed to have been already asleep. It is what it is. I do it for the people, man. Yeah, no problem, Toby. No problem at all, man. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the other one person that came through. Even all the trolls. Y'all need love too. I'll be the one to show it. You feel me? Anybody want to be a part of the private members association? Let me know. I'll get the paperwork out to you as soon as possible. Yeah, I will need a mailing address. And yes, this is real. It's not a game. I am a private minister. If you want to become a member, again, just let me know. We'll talk about it in detail. I left my phone on my page, so if you want to go, grab that number, 302-669-5123. Anybody interested with becoming a new member to the PMA, just hit me up. Probably be accepting members until September. We got 150 right now, and we're growing. We're just taking our time. I'd rather have y'all recognition in real life and y'all seeing me, not just being on YouTube, because it's not about just YouTube or social media, because a lot of the frauds, that's where they hang at. They like to be on social media, and they know who they are. I ain't gotta say all their names, but they know who they are. And the people that's come to me about them, they know who they are. But from here on, we just gonna keep it straight business. You know what I'm saying? These people gonna talk how they talk and they gonna move how they move. And it is what it is, man. Anyone heard of Taquan X or Yusuf L? What's up, Kevin Smith? Yeah, I was just talking about the bull Taquan X. I just got off the phone with him like an hour ago or something. Talking bullshit, man. Did a couple videos on him too. Like he called himself King Sovereign, and I was just in his Telegram group. He just kicked me out though. They banned me because he couldn't keep up with my information. I don't care what nobody say. They can try to say, "Oh, I didn't show no proof." But if we're on the phone having a conversation, like how I am right now, I can turn my camera on to show you proof. But that's not good enough for you. You have to have it sent to you. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with me sending somebody that teaches this type of shit my information, because the way that I handled it is different from the way that he handled it. You feel what I'm saying? So he's the one with the bigger viewers. He got 32 or 30,000 viewers. Cool. He said, "Oh, you only got like 200." I said, "Bro, I only got 125 or something like that. I don't care about this shit. That's not my main focus. That's not my focus at all." So being so that you have all these people and you're up there telling them how to move in court. You're telling them how to move in court. Yeah, he was just explaining about Taekwondo. Telling them how to move in court, but you've never done it yourself. So if I came to y'all and said, yeah, I think y'all should just go write out a promissory note and go get the car that way, you know what I'm saying, and blah, blah, blah. I'm just spitting out shit, but I don't have the actual proof, or I've never done it myself. How can I then tell somebody else what to do if you're bragging about never going to court because you don't live in that state? So you plan on never going to that state again, I guess, because they probably keep that warrant there forever long you stay there. But yeah, man, that nigga, he pissed me off with that. Like, you can't have a debate and then want my information. Like, what? So you can put it on Chat GPT or something and try to debate. Like, come on, cuz. I don't know what it is, but all I want to know, or yeah, for real, all I want to know is how can you be King Sovereign, but you got a public defender? He's talking about, yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. A win is a win. No, it definitely does matter when you're telling people what to do and how to do it, and you can't show them verbatim. But you'll take my information to be able to show them and then get paid off of my shit, and then you trying to call me like, come on, cuz. But yeah, yeah. That's a very, bro, oxymoronic like a motherfucker. Then he told me that debates aren't based off of words. And I'm like, what? Well, how are we gonna debate? I'm gonna put my paperwork up to the camera and write something down every time you say, like, come on, cousin. Like, come on. That's what presidential debates are about. You have to have a moderator. A debate isn't me and you going back and forth. That's not that's an argument. You have to have a moderator like they do in court. You have one state, you have the other side, a state, and then you have the two representatives for both. Then you have the judge. The judge is the moderator. I'm speaking to the judge. I'm never speaking to the state whatsoever. I'm only speaking to the judge so the judge can ask the state these questions. Like, I'm confused. Like, how are we supposed to have a debate if we're not supposed to talk? You want to take my information from a case where I'm showing you that it's dismissed. And then I take your information from your dismissed case to dissect what? How we got it dismissed? You want to know everything that I put on the record so that way you can go take everything and say, look, this is what y'all need to go do. Or I'm going to go, I got a class on this coming up next week. No, we're not doing that. You're not eating off of my back or off of my hand. Pause. Whoa. You feel me though? Like, come on, man. Yeah, man. Bro, I can go for days about this nigga because it just showed the level of, experience and the capacity to know that you don't know everything. Like I told him from the rip, I fucked with you in the beginning. I liked what you were saying. But as I grew and learning in my own learning from the actual books, what you're saying doesn't hold weight. Well, I'm from the United States of America Republic. I'm from the United States of America Republic. Like, what? Bro, you don't know nationality. United States of America Republic, what nationality is that? You could have easily said, yeah, I'm a Floridian. Oh, you're from Florida. Oh, okay. But you don't want to say that because you got warrants there. You got warrants over here. You got warrants over there. So it's kind of like you a fugitive. Get enough warrants in different states. I mean, that's kind of like a habitual or some shit. I don't know. I can care less because I go to all my court dates, right or wrong. Before I knew all this information, I was going to court. And if I was out of state, at a different state, I wasn't going to court. So that's typical nut shit. That shit that we was doing before this shit before we got into this space. Now that I'm here, oh, okay. As a sovereign person, you have to handle your own affairs. All right. So instead of me going to court as myself, as the actual name, now I have to be placed in my own right position. Oh, okay, let me put myself in this position. Let me alert the court. Here you go, Your Honor, my honor, whatever you want to say to him. It really doesn't matter because there's no jurisdiction. So, case dismissed. Of course, it's not going to just be that easy. Like, it's going to be a little bit of, them coming back at you. But after you get it done once, it's like a revolving door. It's going to keep happening. But who the fuck wants to go to court every other month, every other year? Who wants to keep doing that? That's why you're supposed to put an injunction in. You can't go to court. You can't get remedy without going to court. It's as simple. It's very simple. In order to get you... Yeah, in order to get your remedy, you have to go to court. Got to. There's no way around it. You can't just not show up and think that a arrest or a warrant won't pop up on you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen every single time, too. So, I mean, it depends on what you want to do in your life to be able to, you feel me, actually get some shit done or not. But I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do or what not to do. I ain't doing that shit. It just don't make sense for me to get pulled over, then whether I'm explaining myself to the police or not, because usually people try to explain themselves. Then I go to court, then I don't go to court, get a warrant or a capias, Well, fuck it. I ain't going back to that state or that city anyway. But then it happens in the city that I live in. Then you gotta face the facts. Oh, you gonna just pay it? Oh, okay. So you subjective. You still subjecting yourself to it at the same time. People become private yet still operate in the public. Yeah. Yup. That's all they doing. They think they really think they're doing something. Talking about getting EINs and CPNs or some bullshit. Oh, I don't get CPNs, I get EINs. And nigga, you don't think that the IRS don't know it's you? Because you have to put in a social security number for the responsible party. Like, stupid shit. Oh, that's not me. But again, I just let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I focus on me. They he wants the trust information. Well, I got 10K for anybody that can show me you you getting money from your trust. Like, bro, you don't even know. You don't even have the right concept. That's how I know that you don't know. That's how I know that you don't know. Like, you can't get money from something until you put money into something. In order for me to get something from it, I have to put something into it. Duh. If I put $1,000 into it, I might fuck around and be able to get a $10,000 credit limit. If I put 10 in it, I might get 100,000. Who knows? But until you actually fund what you're trying to do, it ain't no if, ands, or buts about it. The shit's gonna say zero until then. And there's different ways you can fund it. It's not just cash. It's not just what you think it is. People see, and that's my thing. That's why I don't really care about YouTube and shit, because YouTube don't pay my bills. Me collecting and gaining clients and subscribers and all of that shit is I'm not gonna say it's irrelevant or it's frivolous, because I respect everybody that come to me, but it's not needed in a way that I need it for financial gains. Because if I'm on here for 4 years or 5 years, however long, even 3 years, and I have, let's say I got 7,000 subscribers. Out of all those people that came to me, out of those 7,000, probably 80% come to me for a service. Of course, I'll be able to go get a new house with a mortgage and all that bullshit. Everybody watch Mr. Paul. So you feel me? Like it kind of don't make sense for me to worry about that type shit. Lurks beneath is another good storyteller. Okay, all right, bet. Yeah, I'm about to look into that, John. So it's just like I don't know, man. It's wild to me that a person that doesn't have that's willing to pay for information is trying to deny what another person has already done. And I've never once said it's a secret account and none of that shit, because I know that's just a concept. That's something that somebody made up in order to get some money out of another person. I don't need to do that. I'll get paid for my services, but I don't need to trick you out your money. If anything, you're going to get more out of it than I did, because that's how it's usually supposed to happen. You get a court case, you get the dismissal, then you take it to get your counterclaim. You take it to federal court with your counterclaim. And then that's when the remedy begins. See, people don't understand that, so people are going to tell you not to go to the lower level courts because there's no jurisdiction and there's no this, there's no that. Oh, okay, cool. If there's no jurisdiction, then challenge it and prove there's no jurisdiction. Make them dismiss it. take it to a higher court. Now that the case was dismissed in the lower court, you can't sue the lower court, but you can sue everybody else that was involved in it. Like, you gotta make this shit make sense for yourself. Like, it's wild. MW, you're another one. He went from talking about this shit every day, 24/7, to making platters. He had to find another way to make money for himself, though. I hope Taquan finds something one day. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck about the nigga. The only thing is you giving out information to other people. That's my whole thing. Like, you give out information to other people and the shit is fraud, it's irrelevant. And you getting mad at me for calling you out on it? Don't get mad at me for calling you out on it. Be real with yourself before you try to be real with somebody else, knowing that you ain't know the shit. That's all. We can't talk basketball if you play hockey or tennis. How we gonna talk basketball? You don't even know how to shoot. Like, come on, cousin. Shit's wild, man. It's sad. Like, but I stay in the cut, man. I don't focus on nobody else bullshit. Only time I hear it is if I'm scrolling and I see some bullshit and it's just like, not this nigga again. Like, damn. But yeah, I mean, the right to travel is the right to travel. They can try to deny it all they want, but as long as you come with the correct way of doing things, yeah, let me get the fuck up out of here. He claimed he won that case in Florida but loses in Illinois because his Illinois license is a contract. I'm new to this stuff. And he loses, I'm telling you, bro, that he got help from the state to get that one case acquitted. He got that shit, he got help from the state. That's the only reason why this shit was acquitted. The only reason. Because he don't know law. He would not be able to know the court rules and civil procedures or criminal procedures, I'm sorry, in his state whatsoever. There's no way. Why? Because I was doing this shit for 4 years and it took me damn near 4 years to learn all that shit. And I still don't, and after learning it, I forgot a lot of that shit. So, and I know his head big as a motherfucker, but he ain't smart at all. He is not smart at all, because who the fuck rides around risking their kids and their wife's life over a fucking YouTube video? Like, your own wife in the video talking about, man, just shut up and drive. Like, come on, cuz. You gotta do better. Like, we ain't bringing up how you living or none of that. If you want to talk about how somebody living, come on, man. I don't want to embarrass you. You feel what I'm saying? And further and foremost, like, that's not what this space is about. It ain't about who got it. And I'm pretty sure you do got it. You got people buying classes and buying books and shit off you that won't get them no fucking where. But it is what it is. That person go to you, that's on them. I'm just amazed at how I can be just sitting here, minding my own business, And then somebody say that I'm talking about him in a negative light, as if as if I'm just online all day looking for him. Like, people came to me with major concerns. I just got legal help from the boy Taquan, and he basically told me at the end, like, shit, you don't even gotta go to court. They gotta prove jurisdiction, and then get a capias, and now it's locked up. I don't know. I don't know what y'all, I don't know what he's showing y'all for y'all to believe that he got it. He tried to overtalk me the whole time. I mean, the whole time. I couldn't say anything. Are you going to show me your evidence to this? You going to show me your evidence to that? Nah. All right, well, I can't debate you then. Like, what? Because I'm not showing you my evidence. All right, well, I guess it just won't be no fucking debate. Don't matter to me. Shit, it's not doing nothing for me. I want to do it on YouTube. You want to do it in your Telegram group. You have the advantage, dickhead. You in your group. They're going to all be on your dick. They're going to all be on your side. Except for the few that fuck with me. Can't say all of them don't fuck with me. But, yeah, I don't want to be on my platform, nor do I want it to be on yours. Your people is going to be on your platform when you go live, no matter what. The folks that's on my live, they'll be there as well. And then we get a moderator, a person in the middle to say, hey, we need you to do this. And the debate isn't just brought up in 2 hours. Like, it takes time to actually make a debate. We have to have the criteria of what we're even talking about. What's your basis for the debate? What's yours? Okay, we're going to talk both points. We're going to ask this many questions. We're going to do this. We need 4 or 3 judges or 5 judges or 2 mods or one, like, whatever needs to happen. 3 moderators, if anything. Make it always odd. And make sure that nobody has bias. Like, it's simple. You talking about preschool fucking debates. Oh, you give me your paper, I give you my paper, and then we're just going to attack it like that. Like, no, we're not doing that. Nigga, you don't know how to memorize what I just said? If I'm talking for 5 minutes, you don't know how to take little notes, side notes, to you feel me, scribble on the page real quick? All right, where he said this, You don't know how to do that? It's not my fault. You gotta get better at debating. You gotta get better at articulating yourself, knowing how to hold a real conversation. Thinking just because you have some YouTube followers, if YouTube was going today, who would you be? That's what I'm trying to, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was trying to ask him without asking him. But he's not smart enough to articulate the question that I was trying to ask him. I said, I do this shit in real life every day. I go to court. I'm not going to court every day, but I'm at a courthouse a lot, helping other people and all types of shit. What are you doing? Who will you be if YouTube was going today? Will people be able to pull up on you? Can people pull up on you now? Have you ever beat anybody? You ever scanned anybody? In this whole entire time you've been, have you ever wronged anybody where it was like, damn, I didn't? That's what he said in this fucking video. I can't wait, yo. I gotta clip that shit the fuck up. He said he said something about not having the full information. I'm gonna go to the video myself later on, tomorrow. He said he didn't have all the information and then made an excuse about not having all the information. So all the money that you got from them people that you gave false information to, I don't see you putting no money back into their pockets, or they wouldn't have hit me. This is my whole situation. This is the dilemma. The dilemma is you had, let's just say it was 100 people. You had 100 people go to your classes, they paid for it, and then come to find out the information that you had wasn't 100%. It was only 85, or it was only 99. That 99, that 1% is the motherfucker. People know it. That's how some babies was born, that 1%. So if you leaving out information, but you getting paid, and then they come to find out that the shit was frivolous, what does one do then? Do you stay in honor and give those refunds back? I'm pretty sure you didn't. Matter of fact, I know for a fact you didn't. Because you made sure you got your car, you feel me, you paying a little note on, you got your little mortgage on, you feel me, you got your mortgage on going on. Because I'm pretty sure you don't have a satisfaction of deed. You can't show proof of that. But even if you could, excuse me, and if you could, I respect it. But oh yeah, like you said, anybody can make those. Anybody can make anything. So what the fuck are you in this space for? What are you here for? If anybody can create anything to make it look like it's real, why waste your time asking me for evidence? Because as soon as I say, oh, well, I got this from the Homeland Security, oh, that's not good enough. Whoa, time out. So evidence from Homeland Security is not good enough? It's crazy. That's just crazy as shit. I've never heard somebody say that. I've heard a lot of people say, damn, that's wild. Like, I ain't never seen no paperwork like that. Yeah, state paperwork. And the state EIN is the same as the social security number. So it's no different. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing that I created myself. It's the actual number that's associated with the Social Security Administration itself. So they know that I know. And do I get hassles? No, I don't. They respond back to my paperwork. I'm pretty sure they don't respond. They don't, man, listen. We ain't gonna even get into the IRS and all that, because that's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole. Yeah, you can fly across state lines being sovereign, but you still gotta have your private pilot license. Like, who was it? One of those actors. They was driving. He was flying his plane. He a private pilot. Damn, I almost lost the word. He's a pilot, but he only, uses his own private planes. He doesn't ride anything commercial. As long as you got a license to be able to, because flying a plane is way more serious than being in a car. Not everybody's flying a plane. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, you want to still be taking care of your own affairs, making sure that you know what you know how to utilize the machine that you're trying to use. Because if I never used a saw before, and I'm not going to stick no wood in that motherfucker till I see somebody else use that bitch first. Or at least do some tutorial or read the instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's specific things as a sovereign person. And sovereign only means that you're in your own jurisdiction, your own proper person. sui juris. You're under your own jurisdiction until you're not. The minute you kill somebody, you're underneath the federal laws, and the laws of that state and the Constitution, things of that nature. You harm somebody, it's the same thing. They have a right to sue, but they still have to bring a valid claim, which with them getting a lawyer, the lawyer usually has that valid claim for the most part, or even a commercial flight not referring to. Oh yeah, I'm just focusing on getting my passport, and I know that was something else that Bull was talking about as well, but I'm not getting no fucking state ID that is federally recognized, because that's showing that right there shows federal preemption, that the state is underneath the federal government and all federal laws, because there wouldn't be a need for a federally recognized ID if you just had a federally recognized ID already, which is um the passport. That's the one thing that the only thing that you need. Get through TSA, get through everybody. So yeah, sirens definitely, for sure, can fly planes, but or not fly planes. Get on a plane. Regular commercial plane. Yep. Now, if you don't have a passport and you just got a regular ID, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I don't know, but it's nothing. It's nothing to just look up real quick, or um, shit. Tomorrow, Monday, I wouldn't even mind calling the DMV. I said the DMV. Oh yeah, the DMV, to ask them in regards to the Real ID Act, but passport, because you're gonna have your surname and given name on that job. I don't have a first and last name, so I don't need a, a state ID or driver's license. I got a surname and given name, and I have my certificate of live birth, referencing my actual birth, not just the birth certificate. So, I mean, it's just, taking your time with all this, man. And again, all of my information comes from law books. I don't just spew this shit out. Like, I get it from the actual book itself. I think it's called the Bender's Immigration and Nationality Pamphlet. That's how I know about the passport and the national but not citizens of the United States, or not even the United States. Nationals but not citizens, of the United States, my bad, I'm tripping. And how to apply for the passport. And I didn't even get my passport yet. I'm gonna go do that this week. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go do it next week. I got one more thing to do before that, but yeah, I got some things coming, man. But damn, it's 1:20 in the morning. It's time for me to take it down, man. I'm gonna definitely get back on in the morning for sure. Don't know for how long, but we're gonna see what's up, y'all. But thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all. If you want to hit me, my number is 302-669-5123. Send me a text, your name, information, and what you were looking to get into, and we'll go from there, man. All right, peace, y'all.